Hey guys, I wasn't finished singing, so you just silenced the female narrator. Just kidding. You guys all signed to canvas. Thank you for doing that. Keep it up for yourselves. I've got an amazing joke for you. A reverend, a rabbi, and an imam walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "What are you having?" And they say, "No quo." You guys like that? Okay. Can I get the energy back up? You guys, please give a warm, not cold, not chilly, a very warm New York welcome to Reverend Charles Galbreth, Rabbi Kleinbound, and Imam Latif.
Good evening. My name is Latif. I'm the director of the Islamic Center of New York City, of the Muslim Democratic Club of New York. We are gathered at a time when too many people in our city and in our country are being told that they don't belong. When the language of our politics too often divides rather than unites. When people are made to feel invisible, not because of what they've done, but because of who they are. Like many of you, I am here tonight not just because my brother Zohran Mamdani is running, but because of what he is running for. We are here not because it is fashionable, not because it is convenient, but simply because it is right. We are here because the moral fiber of our democracy is being tested. We are here because we refuse to allow the forces of hatred, greed, and fear to have the last word. The vitriol and bigotry that has unsurprisingly and unfortunately spewed itself from commentators, politicians, and political opportunists is the same tired Islamophobic rhetoric that has plagued our nation for decades. They invoked 9/11, recycled anti-Muslim tropes, and warned that a Muslim in a position of power poses a threat to our security and our democracy. This isn't new, but it is still very dangerous. You have to understand that Islamophobia is not just hate, it's a strategy. What we are witnessing is a deliberate attempt to marginalize and dehumanize. It is used to cast Muslims as perpetual outsiders, incapable of leadership, unworthy of trust. When Zohran succeeds and the reaction from Andrew Cuomo is to question his loyalty to America, that reveals a deeper ailment. One where identity itself becomes suspect. To be Muslim in America is to know that your belonging is always being questioned. But we are still here, and we are not going anywhere. The same forces that target Muslims are also targeting immigrants, the working class, the homeless, black and brown people of all kinds. Really, anyone who comes from underserved and underprivileged backgrounds, especially those amongst them who dare to speak truth to power. Islamophobia does not exist in a vacuum. It is entangled with white supremacy, xenophobia, and anti-black racism. To me, anti-Muslim sentiment has always been a system of anti-blackness. To those battling hatred in our political discourse, you should know that democracy thrives not on fear, but on radical empathy. It demands we trust one another, respect our differences, and elect leaders who reflect our collective identity, not just a narrow majority. And there is no doubt that those who believe in Zohran's leadership come from all walks of life. To everyone who is not a bigot, remember that we are stronger when we include and not exclude. Zohran's victory will not just be a political milestone. It is an invitation to dream bigger, to love braver, and to live up to our city's promise. We do not need to become what they fear in order to defeat them. We simply need to keep showing up with our hearts, our feet grounded, and our collective voice strong and unwavering. This is our city too, and we all belong here. Justice is not just a slogan, it is a struggle. That love is not just a sentiment, it is a commitment. That every human being, no matter their faith, their color, their gender, their income, or their immigration status, has infinite value and unshakable dignity. That affordability is not just about rent checks and price tags. About whether ordinary people can live with stability, with joy, with hope. That a democracy that allows corporate greed to dictate who gets a home, who gets health care, who gets to dream, that is a democracy.
Thank you for watching, guys.
We may not have all the money, but we have a movement made up of the people. And when the people move, the ground beneath injustice begins to shake. When the people move, the walls built to divide us, they crumble. When the people move,
this is Zohran Mamdani's campaign, and Bernie Sanders is coming later to give a speech in support of Zohran Mamdani.
Every step of the way, and we know that your victory will not just be yours, but ours. It will belong to
Thank you for
chatting.
Thank you for the comment.
Every worker demanding dignity, and every young person daring to dream of a fairer world. Because when you rise, Zohran, we all rise. When you speak truth to power, you remind us that the moral arc of the universe still bends towards justice, but only when we bend it together. So let's keep bending. Let's keep bending. Let's keep believing. This is our city. This is our moment. And this movement is what New York City should look like.
This is the vision of New York City that we love. A Muslim, a Jew, and a Christian stand here supporting this campaign to take our city back. My name is Zohran Kleinbound, and I'm a rabbi here in New York City who is dedicated to the vision of transforming this city into a place in which all of us live in peace and security and can afford to live in this city. In our Jewish story, this last Shabbat of Noah after the flood, goes to all of us. I set my rainbow in the clouds as a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Now it is your turn to make sure the earth is taken care of. That rainbow was the first covenant, a promise of life and diversity, a sign that creation itself is holy in all of our colors, a sign that it is up to us to create a future free of corruption and violence, which we're told caused God to flood the earth with the Mabul, with blood itself. Our sages then taught in Pirkei Avot, in the Mishnah, that the rainbow was one of the last things that God created, Bein Hashmashot, in the tender moment between day and night, when light and darkness touch but do not erase each other.
And comments, please. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
New York City lives in all the time, between light and shadow, wealth and poverty, despair and hope. And it is in that in-between place that holiness is born. Centuries later, two Jewish sons of immigrants, Yip Harburg and Harold Arlen, dreamed another rainbow into being. There was no rainbow in the original Wizard of Oz. In the depths of the Great Depression, they wrote somewhere over the rainbow. From a place of despair and hopelessness, we can imagine the creativity of a rainbow with color and vision and creativity. A vision
Please give
where dreams
my
and
video
justice
like and
meet.
comment, please. Thank
That
you.
dream must be renewed in every generation. And we need leaders like Zohran Mamdani to help us keep imagination and creativity alive, to dream of the future and work hard to make it happen.
Amen. Amen.
Here in this city of mosques and churches, temples and synagogues, street corner altars, we are each of us called to make that rainbow real. We must make sure we are creating a city which feeds the hungry, houses the unhoused, welcomes the stranger and the immigrant, and protects every single child's right to dream.
Amen.
Be the carriers of that message. We must make affordable this messy, creative city of ours. Now, I know that I don't agree with our leader, Zohran Mamdani,
Yes,
in
it's bigger.
in everything that he says.
It's a lot. This is
I don't agree with
overwhelming.
anyone on
It's
everything.
like thousands of people,
But
you
we in
know,
this city must
came here.
model what it looks like to hold
And
differences.
the
that we can
tickets is sold
debate
out.
and discuss,
Many did not
argue, and
able to get
disagree,
in.
and stay in relationship. But one thing I know for sure, that Muslims and Jews must work together for a shared future of all of us.
It is.
Where the humanity of Palestinians and Israelis have a future of shared security, freedom, dignity, and justice. This can only happen when we all are working together with love and respect. And on issues related to New York City, we completely agree. We dream of a city where Jews and Muslims respect and care for each other. Forcefully, as a rabbi, I reject all attacks of Islamophobia and hatred of Arabs or
Amen. Woo!
This is not my Judaism. This is not my God.
Woo!
Together we must reject all these attacks of Islamophobia and anti-Semitism.
Amen. Woo! No for racism. Stop
Dream of a
racism.
city where God's keshet or rainbow bathes all of us in light and justice and in glorious tapestries of differences. And we always pray to remember that joy itself is an act of spiritual and political resistance. As a rabbi, I am grateful to Zohran for his commitment to fight anti-Semitism, for his commitment to protect all houses of worship, and to take seriously the fear that many Jewish communities live with. We dream of a future, and we make it real every day with our passionate commitment rooted in faith, relationships across all kinds of differences, and the leadership of Zohran Mamdani to take all of us and our city into a new future. Thank you.
Amen. Woo!
Good evening, New York.
Good evening.
My name is Charles Galbreth, and I serve as a pastor
Yes,
in
it's
Brooklyn,
trying.
New York. I serve a congregation that for over 103 years has welcomed immigrants into its doors and into its community. The faces and the places they have come from has changed, but we realize they are constantly and consistently looking to dream again. We recognize that many of our folks have been pushed and priced out. Healthcare costs has many people feeling helpless. For far too long, their dreams have been deferred, depressed, discounted, and just simply dissed. But I believe that there is a season coming. A season of recovery. In our text, it speaks about a brother who is a dreamer. And I believe that there is another dreamer who has a vision for New York City. Who can dream realize our way out of food insecurity, out of housing that's unaffordable, out of constantly being underneath a crisis and intimidation to our immigrants. I believe that there is a possibility that rests within our city and in our brother Zohran Mamdani. In my sacred text, there's a story and narrative of Jesus where he sees folks who are hungry. He takes what is there, few loaves of bread and some fish, and begins to break it and distribute it to people. It's interesting because the text says he broke it, blessed it, gave it to the folks, and everybody ate. I believe it's possible to have a city where everybody can eat.
Amen.
Whether you've been here for 2 years or 22 years, everybody can eat.
This is about Zohran Mamdani's campaign.
The 1 or the A, everybody can eat. Whether you live in beautiful Brooklyn, the bustling Bronx, money-making Manhattan, Staten Island, or Queens, everybody can. Whether you come from here or from Haiti or from somewhere else, everybody can eat. Let's get together as one so that this entire city can be a place where everybody can eat.
Amen.
These are not just slogans. These are commitments.
Everyone should be able to raise a family in New York.
We will deliver universal jobs.
We'll make the city affordable for everyone.
Change is coming. New Yorkers deserve a city they can afford.
We're gonna deliver.
It's government's job to make your life better.
That's exactly what we are going to do. It's Zohran's agenda.
It's New York's agenda.
It's our agenda.
All of these concepts are just ideas in the clouds. We do not elect Zohran Mamdani.
Thank you.
Join me in welcoming the leaders who will help us bring this home. Governor Kathy Hochul, State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, and Assembly Speaker Carl Hastings.
Woo! 7-8. I hope. Tax the rich. Tax the rich.
Welcome to our greatest allies in Albany, partners in delivering our affordability agenda, Speaker of the New York State Assembly, Carl Hasty, Leader of the New York State Senate, Andrea Stewart-Cousins, and Governor Kathy Hochul.
This girl is on fire.
In so doing, electing him as our 111th mayor, we will change the course of history. And it needs to be changed. Right now, I don't mean to take you all down to a dark place, but this has been a really uplifting experience. But right now, our city and our state and our country are under attack by Donald Trump and the Republicans in Washington. taking a wrecking ball to our very values, our people, and our progress. Get this. Donald Trump literally said, the shutdown is about killing democratic priorities. Now, what are those priorities?
Excellent.
This gets bad. Killing food assistance for babies. It really sucks. Killing money for seniors to pay their utility bills. Killing health care for New Yorkers already struggling to take care of their own lives. It even been killing Planned Parenthood until we came in with money to keep it alive. Because they don't give a damn about women and their health care and their rights to an abortion. They're also killing infrastructure projects, putting thousands of hard-working union members out of work. Oh, friends, it gets worse. What about the ICE agents flooding our streets as we speak? They're terrorizing innocent people. And we have had enough. Now Donald Trump says, oh, we're going after the worst of the worst. The baddest of the bad. They're splitting up families. And let me tell you this actually happened. They took away mothers of babies who were nursing them and separated them. This is how. Okay. How do you top that? Now, continue. It's going to continue. It's all bad. Now, they're going after our Attorney General Tish James. Tish James, they can come after any of us. Here's what they always forget this about us. When we punch, we fight, and we fight back hard. We don't just fight, we win. Because time and time again, New Yorkers have been knocked down, and we get up stronger, louder, and more resilient than ever before. So I'll be fighting every day.
Tax the
with my
rich.
partners on the same side.
Tax the rich.
Tax the rich!
Tax the rich.
Tax the rich!
You didn't do that.
Tax the rich.
Tax the rich! 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 Tax the rich!
The three of us can't do it alone. We need a fighter in City Hall who wakes up every day ready to punch and fight for the working people of the city, and that person is Zohran Mamdani.
You are the obstacle.
America runs on fear and cruelty and division. But New York, we run on hope and compassion and optimism that never leaves us.
Amen.
We are the state that does not back down,
Tax
and
the
I'm going to be
rich.
working closely with Mayor Zohran Mamdani. You know what I admire about him so much?
No, you admired it very lately. Very late. You were forced to admire.
Zohran,
Tax the rich.
Tax the rich! Mamdani! Mamdani! Mamdani!
you know what you should take inspiration from? Think about the fact that every single time people are forced to endure hatred and threats, try to use his faith get down in the gutter with everybody else. He rises up with grace, and courage, and grit.